How are we doing, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Generational Sports. Hosting, as always, me and my boy, Josh. How we doing?
Feeling good, man. Last week I got to enjoy the Chinese basketball finals, and they were pretty intense, man. It was surprising. Yeah.
You bet on me? Did you bet on it?
I bet on all 3 games, and I went 2 for 3. It was supposed to be they only do 3 games in the finals.
Okay.
So game 2 went to double OT, bro. It was into OJ Mayo got benched for throwing a tantrum. It was pretty intense.
Is OJ Mayo like a god over there?
Yeah, bro. His team best record in the league. He averages 28. But
bro, it's crazy how good American basketball players are.
Yeah, those are usually every team usually has one guy that's just a star.
You know what? The star of this show is the doggo. Yeah. As she's trying to rip your arm off. But with that being said, we will get into the sponsors as we always do for this episode. So if you're into the betting world, like Josh obviously is, make sure you go to mybookie.ag and use code USN100 to double your first deposit up to $1,000. You can bet on pretty much anything. Obviously, baseball's going on. We're getting closer to those NBA playoffs. We got the NHL still going on. We're getting close to those playoffs as well. There's fights going on all the time. So if you want to bet on something, I'm sure MyBookie has it. I know you could have bet on the draft, which we will obviously talk about, but make sure you head on over there and check it out. Next up, we have RxHemp. RxHemp-USN will save you 10% on your entire order. I know I might be needing some RxHemp after this show. I'm heading over to the gym, get these gains. So I might need some RxHemp after the gym, but, we'll see how I feel. And then we have the Teespring store, teespring.com/store/unwrapped. Obviously, make sure you go check it out. That's where we funnel all of our merch through. So if you want to support an individual show like your boys, or you want to support the network as a whole, go over there, buy some merch. If the show is on the live lineup, they have merch, so go check it out. And then finally, we have the Patreon. Patreon.com/unwrappedsports. $1, you're supporting the squad, letting us know you like what we do. $5, you get access to our Discord. You get entered into an Amazon gift card giveaway, and you get 10% off that store I was just telling you about. And then finally is the $10 tier, which is you get everything I just said, except the 10% discount goes to $20, and you get entered in to our signed memorabilia giveaway each month. This month is a Ricky Williams signed mini helmet. So make sure you go over there, check it out, check out all the sponsors, check everything out, buy some merch, go support the Patreon, do whatever you want. But with that being said, you guys know how we kick off the shows around here with a little Who Am I? A little Who Am I? Of course, as per usual, Josh asked me if I had one. I forget, so he's going to do it instead. I'll give myself, a minute 30 since I forgot. I'll give myself a 10-second penalty. But Josh, after your first hint, I'll start the timer.
I was drafted in the 4th round of the 2006 draft.
Okay.
I'm a 2-time Pro Bowler.
So my son's not even that fire, huh?
He's pretty good because he was top 25 all-time in tight end receiving yards.
Tight end receiving yards. Okay.
I won a Super Bowl in 2015 with the Broncos.
Bro, I know exactly who it is. I can literally see him in that game against the Patriots.
My prime was with the Houston Texans.
Oh, man, I know who it is, bro.
Obviously not. You haven't said his name.
Yeah, because I don't know his name. But I know who it is. Oh, my God. Oh, that's going to annoy the hell out of me. I really don't know.
His first name starts with an O. Then a W.
So I'm going Owen.
Owen. Think Matt Schaub throwing the ball to his tight end.
Oh, my God. The time's up. It's going to annoy me when you say, but who is it?
Owen Daniels, man. Come on now.
Yeah,
Owen Daniels.
I remember that game against the Patriots. I remember it. I just couldn't think of who he was. 2-time Pro Bowler. That kind of shocks me a little bit.
Isn't it crazy how long the Texans have had really good pass catchers like Andre Johnson, man, Owen Daniels, Hopkins, and no quarterbacks though.
Nope.
Just never.
They got Deshaun, but he likes to do other things, so you know. But with that being said, obviously, we got to get into the big story and why everybody's here. The recap of the NFL draft. So, Josh, we'll just start it off with your overall, thoughts on the draft. We'll get into our, specific teams, obviously, a little bit later. But what were your thoughts on the draft as a whole?
It was pretty boring to start. I mean, they took forever to do the first 2 picks, and the draft didn't start until pick 3.
Bro, here's before you continue on, I need to know why everything is a concert now, bro.
I mean, dude, who really wanted to go sit in Roger Goodell's chair? Who actually was like, oh, man, I really want to be the guy that can sit in that chair? Like, nobody actually wanted. And after a while, it was kind of stupid. It's like, all right.
I literally don't even remember who the performer was. It was a band, but I just don't know who it was.
I don't think I watched when they did that stuff.
Unbelievable. But continue, my bad.
I think it was interesting, definitely very surprising with how the first, I don't know, what you consider the lottery, the first, 12, 13 picks. It was very interesting, a lot of surprises, especially with the Bears, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But I enjoyed it. I liked how there wasn't too many commercials either. It was pretty quick once they got going, after the delay, after the first couple picks where the team would be on the clock, but they'd have 2 minutes left on the clock, but the pick before hadn't even been announced. I liked how that went, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like you said, I think we all knew what the first 2 picks were going to be. Obviously, after that, it kind of started to get surprising. Maybe not for you as much as for me. I thought they were going to go Mac Jones the entire time. As I just realized I still have the Who Am I thing up, so interesting development. But yeah, I thought they were going to end up going Mac Jones. It's funny, after the draft and everything like that, Kyle Shanahan came out and said, when that was reported, they kind of just left it alone. They didn't really say anything. I guess he wasn't even on the radar, maybe, or he was, but I think that I did hear the story that Kyle Shanahan went back and watched film for Trey. I can't think of his name.
Trey Lance.
All right, it was Trey Lance. I wanted to say that and then could have sworn I was wrong. But apparently he went back and watched some Trey Lance footage, fell in love with him, called up their GM, who I also can't remember right now.
John Lynch.
Yes. Look at you, Josh, saving me. Listen, it's finals week. I'm tired. A lot of stuff going on. But called up John Lynch and was like, yo, you had to check this out. And I guess John Lynch stayed up until 4 a.m. watching film and came in the next day and was like, oh my gosh, we love him too. So they kind of fell in love with each other. It came out that, and then they ended up drafting him. And then, after that, that's when, certain people start sliding and this, that, and the third. But yeah, overall, I think it was a pretty solid draft. Some surprising trades, some trades that didn't go down that I was kind of thinking would go down. Obviously, we'll get into that later on as well. But, with that being said, we'll hop into our individual teams, Josh. And now before you go, I want to give you the 2020 Pro Football Focus letter grade on your draft class. How does that sound to you, Josh?
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Well, if I could find them on the page, it would be a lot sooner. But here we go. Would you like to take a guess at what you got if you haven't seen it already?
I haven't. I'll go with a C, solid C.
They gave you a B.
Okay.
They gave your boys a B. Now, obviously, just a little recap of their draft. They ended up, kind of surprising some people. They went, what the hell? Where did they just go? This got to be wrong. Wait a minute. Wait, no. Yeah, I think Pro Football Focus out here messing things up.
What's it say?
Bro, who did they pick first?
J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn.
Yeah, bro. They got Derek Brown.
That was last year.
Bro, I'm crying.
You're on the wrong year.
I am on the wrong year.
I give us
Here
a
we go.
B
Now we
last
got the 2021.
I give us an
baby.
A last year, man. Jeremy Chin, are you kidding me?
Nah, they gave
Yeah.
you a B last year.
That's probably because they didn't know about Jeremy Chin. Didn't know who he was.
Bro, I was literally staring at this. I was literally staring at it the entire time. It's literally still on my phone. How is the link not here online? Like, it's literally just not here, bro.
What do you mean?
You know, I'm just gonna read it on my phone. You know, let me get to the Panthers right now. Ready? Oh, that's the Patriots. Yo, this is just a mess. Just a mess. I can't believe it. Am I going the wrong direction, bro? Like, oh god.
Are you trying to do it some weird way? Just Google Panthers PFF grade.
Bro, I have all 32 teams on here because I wanted to go over some other teams as well. So, but it's just not working out because apparently Google on this laptop doesn't think that the Panthers were relevant enough or that the 2021 draft was relevant enough to have it as its top link. Now, let me tell you something, Google. There's a brand new draft. Why you got 2020 still up there first? I don't think people are looking for 2020 anymore. We already figured out what 2020 was. Am I right?
You're right. I don't know what's up with Google. But I'm guessing they'd probably give us around a C or a B minus.
Bro, are you guys like literally at the top of the draft? Or
if I can find it quicker than you, I'm gonna
Oh,
find
okay. Now I see it. Not the Carolina Panthers yet, but I see your picks. Okay. Here we go. You're still wrong, though. They give you a B minus.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to lie. At first, I was like, well, I think I was more mad at first because why the hell did the Lions take a left tackle? You just want to waste his career too? Oh, we really got to protect Jared Goff when he throws the ball to who? Who's he throwing the ball to? Your two best receivers are gone. Like, I don't get why they took a left tackle. So at that point, after they took Penei Sewell, I was kind of like I don't know. It's Rashawn Slater was who I wanted, but at the same time, taking him at 8, I mean, he's really good, and I think he's a nice pickup for the Chargers. I think that was a good pick for them. But when I heard we were going corner, it's like a trade back if you're going to go secondary because no one's going to take one within the next couple picks. Like even trading back to 10, like trying to get the Cowboys or something, just trade back a little bit, get something because – I mean, taking J.C. Horn at 8, I like J.C. Horn now. Like, I like the pick. I think he's going to be a really solid player for us. He's really good in man coverage, and he's a solid-sized corner. So I think when we're playing guys like Julio, Mike Evans, and everyone else, twice a year, we're going to need a corner like that. And I think he can be that guy. I like our picks later more than I did that pick. I think Terrence Marshall is a really good receiver out of LSU. We lost Curtis Samuel, so we needed a third receiver, and I think Terrence Marshall is going to step in and be a really good player. And we lost Mike Davis, so getting Chuba Hubbard he's going to be a nice player. He was nice at Oklahoma State, so I like him too. Just replacing guys that we lost some key players, and I like these young guys we got. But I can't really grade the draft. I got to see how J.C. Horn does. I got to see if he really does improve our corners. If we can slow down a passing game for once this year, I'm pretty sure quarterbacks averaged pretty high amount of yards against us this year. So I'm going to have to wait to see, but I like our later picks. I really did like how we went through the rest of the draft. We traded 8 times, though. Traded out of the second round.
You guys did. I was surprised.
Yeah, it was crazy. We traded out of the second round twice, had 3 third-round picks, then had 3 fourths. It was crazy. They were just trading everything.
As we got Matt and J Love in the comments, what's going on, guys? But yeah, I was surprised, full on, that was one of the big surprises that came to me, with the Panthers pick. I was not expecting Horn because, Sewell was still there, wasn't he?
No, he went 7 right before us to the Lions.
See, I thought the Lions had a later pick than you.
No, they were going to trade 7 because they weren't going to go QB, but they wound up staying and taking a lineman. So that's another career we can just go ahead and check off wasting in Detroit. Why do you need a lineman? You have a hole everywhere else. Why are you going left tackle? It's just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go Justin Fields. Like, just take Justin Fields.
wait. Okay. Now I know why I was messed up. It's because we all, for a hot second, thought that Sewell would go to the Bengals because they would be smart, but they drafted Jamar Chase
I
instead.
lost a lot of money on that pick.
Did you?
Yeah.
The Panthers had the best draft, in my opinion. Easy A, collected draft capital in the future and collected.
Yeah, we did. We did get a lot. I like the trades, because we were able to get future picks. And like I said, I liked our later picks. That first round pick, I just got to wait till the season starts to see how I really grade it. I like it right now. I think.
Would you like the Pro Football Focus analysis on him?
Yeah, I want to see what they got to say.
They said J.C. Horn is the first defensive player selected in the 2021 NFL Draft. Horn, the son of former NFL receiver Joe Horn, is truly an elite press man coverage cornerback. He is physically nuanced, who gets under the skin of receivers across from him. His press man skills aren't quite a scheme fit for the Panthers, who like to play their corners in an off position, something Horn will have to improve on quickly at the next level.
Well, I mean, I just like that he's a man guy. Dante Jackson has tried to improve on being a man coverage guy, but he just hasn't. And, we had Troy Pride, too, who's not that good either. So I think having a corner that is already decent at man coverage, just needs to touch up on some things. I really like it. I think it's going to work out. But, our history of drafting good defensive players, it's good. I mean, Luke Kuechly, Julius Peppers. I mean, we're pretty good at drafting defensively, so hopefully this works out.
Jeremy Chin, the next GOAT.
Right. Derek Brown on his way too.
Oh, it's just unbelievable what you guys can do.
I know.
But yeah, I don't mind their draft. I obviously thought that they would go lineman first, but they went Horn. They think, listen, if that's the thing, that's why I've always hated drafting for need, or not. No, that's why I usually like drafting for need, but sometimes if somebody is just so much better.
Right. If Sewell was there, he was the pick. If Sewell,
that's what you see. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, say you guys needed a tackle or whatever, and they have Horn here and then Slater down here. Like, yeah, you need Slater, but sometimes you just got to go with the player that you think is better. We got Alec, our Eagle fan. Our unwrapped brethren. Horn could be elite. Just got to stay healthy. So, hey, listen. Here's my thing. I've always, I'll say this right now, because obviously we're going to talk a lot about the draft and everything like that. I hate draft grades. They're literally one of my least favorite things.
This early, it's really, you can grade the pick and the value it has, but
no.
Player, yeah,
because let me tell you something. You
can.
I don't, bro. All right. So
I think when you get someone like just for example, the thing we're going to talk about, Justin Fields, you get him at 11, that's great value right now. Even if he sucks right now, it's still great value because he's supposed to be good. But you can't grade a player before he's even stepped on the field.
Yeah, I guess. Like I said, I just hate the draft grade things because, somebody that we hate right now and, could all of a sudden become the next great player. And then their grade all of a sudden goes from a D- to an A+. Like, that's literally all it takes. Because here's the thing. A lot of people fell in love with the Jaguars draft and the Jets draft. What if Lawrence and Zach Wilson are terrible? Right. I've seen them get A+. If they're both bad, you're automatically at like an F because you missed on quarterbacks, which is the most important thing.
When we had Trey Wingo on, like he said, this is the most unpredictable draft because the lack of film and just these guys that are going top have started like 8 games in their college career. So it's definitely a weirder draft. And giving the first 2 picks an A+ is kind of like they're not going to be saviors. The Jags and Jets are still a top pick next year. These aren't going to make them playoff teams.
Yeah, don't worry, Matt. I'm getting to that. Don't you worry. We all need to call Cincinnati police and report a crime in the Bengals front office for not drafting a lineman in the first round. I said that during our draft special, bro. I still kind of can't believe it. I really can't.
I get it because apparently they drafted some linemen that they really liked.
They
last
did,
year.
And I know they also signed some in free agency, but
they can't be that good. Joe Burrow got wrecked the entire time. They can't be that good.
I heard somebody say, I don't remember where it was, that the Bengals line isn't as bad as people think. What do you mean?
Did you not? Then they didn't watch them. They're
Like,
just
what are you
going off the
talking
stats.
about?
They're going off of these weird analytics, like the weird numbers and weird stats. I don't even know what they mean. But.
This is a great question, Matt. And Josh, I think we have to bring him back.
Oh yeah, we got it every
We
week.
used to say, for people that don't know, we used to say a weekly prayer for Joe Burrow that he would make it through the week healthy. Obviously, our connection to the Lord above wasn't as strong as we thought because he got hurt. But listen, we're gonna bring him back. Don't you worry. I think we'll have to bring him back for him. Jalen Hurts might have to get one.
We won't have to do it for Carson Wentz this year.
No
thing.
more prayers.
Well,
for
hopefully
Wentz.
the Colts O-line outside of Quentin Nelson isn't perfect either.
Yeah, but Quentin Nelson is like 6 linemen in one.
yeah.
But let's move on over to my Patriots, okay? Josh.
Mac 10.
Josh, what do you grade the Patriots draft?
I don't even really know about their later picks. I didn't really look at that, but
you want me to tell you that before I give you a grade?
Yeah. Tell me their later picks.
We got Mac Jones, Christian Barmore, Ronnie Perkins, Ramondre Stevenson, Cameron McGrone, Joshua Bledsoe, William Sherman, and Trey Nixon.
All right. Mac Jones, it's up in the air. If he can play like he did at Alabama, there's a chance he starts week 1 this year, depending how Cam looks in camp and how Mac Jones looks in camp. Whoever looks better, I think, is going to start. If he can play like he did at Alabama, we know how Bill can do with these quarterbacks. So I think it could be good. It's not a loss. I just think it's funny also how all these NFL draft experts tried so hard to get Mac Jones to go number 3. They put their life for it. And he still wound up going later. Just so funny how they were like, Mac Jones number 3, lock it in.
Hey, they had me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you were so sure he was going 3.
Listen, but here's what I'll say. I don't blame myself for that. I listen to people that are supposed to be smarter than me.
Yeah, I just think it's funny how everyone was raving about it. It was like, nah, he's still going mid-first round. But I think it could work out. Barrymore is I think that's one of the steals. I really like Barrymore. I think that's a nice pickup too. That defense just gets better and better. So I do like that. The rest of the picks I'll have to look at more. But, judging off the first 2 picks, I give it a B+. Because, getting Mac Jones, if Cam is hurt or he just sucks again this year, at least you got an option that isn't Jarrett Stidham. So I think that's a nice pickup. And Barrymore he's a beast. These Alabama defensive players, they're good every year. You can't go wrong taking the Alabama D tackle.
Well, I would answer this question, but obviously I have the doc up, so I've seen their grade already. And Pro Football Focus, a lot of people really love what they say. Gave them an A+.
A+.
The Patriots with an A+ draft.
The first of
Now,
Bill's
here's
career.
my thing. If you, by any chance, watched our draft special, you kind of know how I feel about Mac Jones. I don't think I've said dog shit that much in my entire life. Now, here's my thing. I was very mad. As some would say, upset. Annoyed.
Do you like? Did this in any way somehow make you like Cam a little bit? Damn.
Now I just think we have 2 ifs at quarterbacks. See, here's my thing. Ready?
You just need one of them to work. You just need one of them to work. That's it.
But you see, here's my thing. And to me, Bill, you had one job. One job. Because here's the other surprise to me. When the Broncos picked Surtain, I was a little shocked.
That was so weird.
It was weird. I thought for sure. One of the kids I know is a big Broncos fan. He was texting in the chat to me. I got a sports group chat that we made back in high school, talking about, oh my God, Fields is sliding down to the Broncos, blah, 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 so excited. And then they pick Surtain. After that, I was like, yo, this is really going to happen right now. I was like, this is going to happen. As Matt said, I was big mad. I was a Chargers fan. I'm still a Chargers fan. You know what? Screw it. But you had it. You were right there. all you got to do is trade up for Justin Fields. Because to me, Fields is still the second best quarterback in the draft. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what, Josh, like you said, it's a value pick for Mac Jones. And it's kind of, listen, the most success the Patriots ever had, obviously, was with Tom Brady. And he's a pocket quarterback. And that's exactly what Mac Jones is going to be.
And
he's not Cam Newton.
Picks, those picks, shirtless picks. There's some correlation there as well.
I mean, him and Bill walk the same.
Yeah. Dude, he walks like walks like he's late for the train, dude. Like he's just hustling the way he walks.
He looks like a Lego.
It's so funny. He had so many weird screenshots on draft.
I mean, he looks like a Lego. And a frat boy at the same time. I said plenty of bad things about Mac Jones, which I will gladly all take back if he's good. Because like I said, I'm not the biggest college guy, so I could be wrong. As we got the boss checking in on us. What's going on, Perry? You got the Cowboys draft at a B-. Perry, you still in here? Perry, if you're still in here, I'll tell you what the Cowboys draft grade was for you. Let me find them. Oh, wait, look at that. They're right here. I lied to you. No, they're not. Hold on. I can actually see Pro Football Focus makes things real easy that you can just click on the team name. You don't even got to scroll through the article. So, big fan of that. Dallas got Perry. You ready for this? A B. Okay. I'm sure you Cowboys fans will take a B.
They need help defensively, so Michael Parsons is not a bad fit.
Let me tell you something. That defense. Whoo. Yeah. But anyway, listen. I hope I'm wrong about Mac. As people were saying, oh, come on, where's that comment from Matt? Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Mac 10, the franchise.
Mac 10.
Mac 10. Listen, I love big fan of the nickname, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So if he works out, I'm buying a Mac 10 Patriots jersey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you right now. So I was a little upset after that because, I wanted Fields. But you know what? I'll read you what Pro Football Focus has for you. The narrative surrounding Mac Jones for the past week was focused on whether he was worth not just the number 3 overall pick, but the first 3 selections the 49ers invested in that draft slot. At number 15 overall is an entirely different conversation. Jones led the nation last season in overall Pro Football Focus grade, 95.8, and was the most accurate college quarterback in terms of adjusted completion percentage at 84.2% that Pro Football Focus has ever seen. This is an outstanding pick. So like I said, there are people smarter than me that like this pick. And I'm going to roll with it. I had time to calm down. I'll no longer go the dog shit route. I'll say that, I'm pondering.
See, I feel like this because me and you both hated our first round picks.
Oh, not big fans. Not big fans.
As the day goes on, it's the next day. You watch some highlights. You do some reading, you come around to it. You understand it.
And that's my thing. Like, I'm not happy with Mac because, like I said, I don't want it Fields. But my other thing is, what were they really going to draft there?
Right. I mean,
like unless they traded back, which I wouldn't have been surprised being a Patriots fan. If you've ever watched a freaking draft, the Patriots trade back about 16 times a year.
Yeah.
So, I'll let it live. I have had time to breathe. I've calmed down a little bit. Mac Jones, I'm going to be your supporter, my guy. You have a fan in me. Shout out Toy Story. You got a friend in me, in fact. So I'm hoping for Mac 10 to lead the franchise. But now let's get into the picks that I really liked. Because like you said, Barmore in the second round, 38.
Yeah, I like that.
Stop it.
That's great. That's great value.
And I'll tell you what. This is what I liked even more. Once again, I'll head on back over to Pro Football Focus. Barmore is the best interior defender in this draft, and he should have been in the first round. He is the only one consistently high level pass rusher from the interior in this class, posting a 90.3 Pro Football Focus pass rush rating against true passing sets last year. Barmore was the number 12 overall player on the big board for that.
See, but listen, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to be patient with these D tackles. Trust me, Derek Brown last year, I was so high on him after the draft. I was like, I love the pick. and then we come in and he has a slow start. He's getting pressure, but he's not finishing. You got to be patient with him. Got to be patient.
Yeah, but that's my thing. I like this one though. I like it because I think, and it was kind of weird. Like, I feel like some fans just don't think sometimes. Like, they just immediately react. Like, I went to the comments, after this pick talking about, why more D linemen? We don't. The Patriots' run defense is dog shit. To use that term one more time during the show, like, they're awful. So this helps. You got a bunch of old guys over there. You bring in some young blood. Put them opposite. Well, not opposite, but put him next to, Judon. Put him next to, some other guys over there. Dante Hightower is going to be back. We got Van Noy back. Let him do his thing up front. Let him do his thing. And then the next one I liked that we got a nice little edge with Ronnie Perkins. I'm a fan of that. We had a 90.5 Pro Football Focus grade last season. They said that he dropped basically because he only played like 262 snaps last season, and some of them were against Kansas. So you got to see if the production will really like translate over, and he's got to work on his hands, while in the NFL so he can be a true pass rusher. But hey, like I said, you can put him opposite Matthew Judon with everybody back on defense, and I like that. And just going through some of the other ones, another running back with Ramondre Stevenson. I don't mind it because we declined Sony Michel's fifth-year option. Just another great first round.
How could you do that? How could you do that?
Just another great first-round draft pick.
Him and Nick Chubb. Him and Nick Chubb were so close.
Who needs Nick Chubb when he had Sony Michel?
Yeah. They were same talent, same guys.
Basically. Then we got Cameron McGroon from Michigan. Apparently, like I said, I don't know too much about these people, but this says he's got some legitimate sideline-to-sideline speed. And let me tell you something. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear.
Love it.
And you want to know why that's the only reason that's the only thing I need to hear? Because, CJ, say it with me. And you'll know this, my fellow Patriot fan, Mac Tenway. You're right. CJ, I don't know if you were here. I've calmed down. I'm going to let Mac Jones live and see what happens. But, CJ, that Patriots defense, good, fine. They are so slow. It is unbelievable. Like, it's simply unbelievable. And I know maybe they looked, a little worse last season because they had a whole bunch of players opt out and everything like that. But all I had to see on that report was sideline-to-sideline speed. That's literally all I need. So I'm happy with that pick as well. And then obviously Joshua Bledsoe, a corner. Bill will find a way to use him. He's a 6th-round pick. Next thing you know, he's going to be, oddly good. Another tackle with William Sherman. Don't know much about him. And then Trey Nixon, a wide receiver from UCF. I don't know much about him either, but hey, Patriots need some wide receivers. So I'll let it live. I will let it live. Man, Josh, I wish you were on the left side of the screen. Why?
It'll never happen.
Yeah, first of all, it won't happen. But I also need to know why.
I enjoy the right side, man.
See? And I enjoy the left.
I like it over here.
See, that's what I'm saying, CJ. Hightower, Judon, Van Noy, bringing a little speed with McGroon. Ronnie Perkins over there on the edge. Barmore, who Pro Football Focus has, being the best interior lineman.
Do you think the Patriots offered anything to trade up? Do you think they tried?
No, I don't think they tried because, apparently reports came out after the draft as well that what's the word I'm looking for here? That they came out later on in the draft and basically said like this is who they wanted. So I guess if that's the strategy that worked for you, and that's the other thing too. It's weird. Now let me see how you feel about this. There's some people that are like, "Oh, Bill is super smart because he traded or he didn't trade anything for Mac Jones." Blah blah blah. And then there's other people that are like, "Oh, well, it's not really that smart because he got him. But what if somebody traded up in front of them and didn't?" Blah blah blah. Hey, what's your thought on that? Because listen, There's a lot of ifs in the world, but he didn't trade anything, got the guy that he wanted. So, bam, automatically makes it smart.
Yeah, I mean, the ifs on this draft and the quarterback situation are endless. Like, what if the 49ers took Justin Fields? Like, what if Justin Fields went earlier? But they got their guy. Like, that's all that matters. What happened, happened. No more what ifs. Like, what if this team traded up? Doesn't matter.
That's my thought on it, too. But, like I said, after calming down and liking Mac Jones a little bit more, and as CJ said, the front seven's looking a lot better now as well. I can survive this draft. I can now survive it. I was a little, obviously, a little salty if you go back and watch the draft episode with Mac Jones, but I'm going to let it survive. I'm going to let it go. So you know what? It's fine with me. We'll move on from our teams. All right, we'll go to this. Actually, no, let me answer Matt's question first because I know he asked earlier on what we graded the Packers draft, of course.
F minus.
F minus.
F minus, dude.
Crazy.
How do you Aaron Rodgers says the day of the draft, I went out. And, you should probably do something about that, Like try and make him happy, not take a corner with your very first pick when there are solid receivers that might make him happy on the board. F minus, man. Because you're losing Aaron Rodgers too. That's also why it's an F minus. Later, but not. You guys there was Elijah Moore was up there, man. Amari Rodgers is good, but there were some you should have just gone with receivers. Your first 3 picks should have all been some sort of pass catch, something to help Aaron Rodgers. Do something for him, man. He hates you guys now. And then I saw another thing. They cut a receiver that Aaron Rodgers said was the last straw. He's like, if this guy's gone, I'm out. And the next day they cut him. Why did they do that?
Well, I can't wait to get into the Aaron Rodgers situation, but we'll save that. Listen, I'll be realistic. I'll give him a nice little B minus.
Yeah, all right, not F minus, not F minus. I'll give it a C.
I was gonna say C plus. C plus. Yeah. So I'll give it a C plus. Because this is literally all because of Aaron Rodgers. If Jordan Love was the quarterback last year, you guys would not touch in the top 10. Here's my other thing, Matt. You were saying on the draft show that you think even with Jordan Love, that you guys would be a great team.
Matt, it's okay to admit your team is in a bad spot. It's okay to say some things were bad, man. It's okay. We've been there. Connie is there for the first time.
Yeah, I've never experienced this before.
I've been there for a few years. It's okay to be like, dang, we messed up.
You know what? You'll be all right, Matt. Maybe Jordan Love will be your Aaron Rodgers, your next Aaron Rodgers.
If
you guys have had a good run on quarterbacks.
If they're able to do it a third time, man, that's
no.
crazy.
We're gonna have to start investigating.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see. I want Aaron Rodgers gone because I want to see what Jordan Love can actually do. I really want to see if he was worth it.
It's gonna be interesting. But with that being said, we'll move on to the next one. We'll do a little winner loser type of thing. But of course, like I said, and I don't know how Josh feels about it. I hate grading drafts, but we're still gonna do it because you know what? Content. Josh, give me your biggest winner, then your biggest loser.
I won't take long. I'm going to give a couple winners, though. Obviously, The biggest winner by far is the Chicago Bears. Shout out to my friend Clayton. He watches the stream sometimes. I mean, how many years they've had bad quarterbacks or even been able to be excited about a quarterback. Even Mitch, they were like, really? This early? But Justin Fields he really can be that guy. He's already might be the best quarterback they've ever had on their team ever. It might already be like that. So shout out to them. They're definitely the biggest winners. The Chargers also getting Rashawn Slater, protecting Justin Fields for the long term. That was huge. The Steelers, I get people hate this running back class, but Najee Harris he was number 2 coming out of high school, on top of guys like Chase Young, like Tua. And then when he gets to Alabama, Josh Jacobs is there, Damian Harris is there, Bo Scarborough, all NFL guys. So he doesn't start till this year. I think he's a beast. I really think he's going to be an all-pro type of player, and I think he's a steal of the draft. And the other biggest winner is Trey Lance. Trey Lance is the biggest winner of this draft. Put in a great situation.
Can't be
So
wrong.
I think, yeah. And then losers, man, fuck the Lions. Fuck the Lions,
I'm
dude.
crying.
Are you kidding me? Why are you taking a left tackle? What good does that do for you? So Jared Goff cannot get sacked while he throws to nobody and just throws in completions and picks. Like, cool, you gave him more time to look for a DB. And then Penei Sewell is the other. He's the other biggest loser, man. He wound up in Detroit, bro. He wound up in Detroit. Congrats, you get a right there, just like Stafford and Calvin and Barry, man. He's going to be on the list of all-time greats to be in Detroit.
Well, you know what? There's a couple teams I'm very surprised you didn't say for winners, obviously. I think, listen, and as weird as this is, I think both the New York teams actually won. Finally.
Yeah. I know a lot of, I don't know too much about the Giants receiver they drafted, though, so I couldn't really. I know a lot of teams were mad that he went to the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Urban Meyer basically said that that he was heartbroken, I believe is what his quote was. So, listen, the Jets got their boy in Zach Wilson. They traded up for Vera Tucker, who they're, obviously is going to try and protect him. And then you go over to the Giants. They got Tony, I believe is how you say, Kadarius Tony or Tooney, whatever it is. They got him who, listen, just watching his highlights when he was drafted, can't tackle the man.
No.
Cannot tackle him. And then obviously they traded back, and I believe they got a first-round pick in the trade from somebody. So that now they got him future draft capital as well. Like, very impressive stuff out of them. And then another one that I absolutely loved. Actually, there's two more that I loved. Both New York teams did pretty well, but the two drafts that I kind of fell in love with are the Chargers.
I forgot to say Philly.
For what?
I love Devontae Smith. I think he's going to be
that guy. Winners?
Yeah, I forgot to say.
Okay. I love, and I mean love, the Chargers draft.
Yeah.
They got Slater, obviously going to protect
Asante Samuel Jr.
Asante Samuel Jr., another corner out of there. Josh Palmer. They drafted, Trey McKitty, who's going to try to replace Hunter Henry. I love what they did. And then the other one, and I know we spent years talking bad about them, but people, let me tell you, the time of the Cleveland Browns has arrived.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Their draft, if I could, I don't know why it won't let me select it now. Come on. Oh, okay.
Can't believe Owosu fell that far.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
That was a great – we traded with them, too. Like, that pick, they took him, we traded back. I was like, why didn't we just take him? And he was right there.
They got Greg Newsome.
Great pick.
Who, the Pro Football Focus right here, I'm just reading it. Very good prospect, representing incredible value here at 26. He allowed just 93 yards and 5 first down while making 8 plays on the ball. Like, that's insane. And then Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, apparently there was, health problems that came out with him. Something about his heart or something, I guess. That they killed it.
Yeah.
They did a really good job in that draft. And then losers, I think the overall one that people have been saying are the Saints. Theirs was kind of weird, especially their first round pick. Obviously the Raiders too.
I mean, dude, they cut all their alignment and then they reach for a lineman that probably could have been their second round.
The Raiders got a C.
I just think it's funny how they spent all offseason getting rid of all the cap on their O-line, and they're like, all right, now our biggest need is O-line. Now we got to draft O-line.
Bro, they drafted 3 safeties, too.
Oh, their first safety, though, Morig.
Morig's good.
Yeah.
But why are you drafting 2 more?
Yeah.
They only drafted 2 linemen. One of them being in the 7th round.
3 safeties. And they rebuilt the O-line. That's a successful draft right there.
Power to him. Power to him. But with that being said, now, what's your steal of the draft?
I think I think I'm still going to stick with Najee Harris. I think he's a steal. I get what people were saying this draft class for running backs wasn't that good because there was no Saquon. There was no this guy's a top 10 pick, which there really shouldn't be that often. Like there's not
we've
often.
seen running backs get phased out.
Yeah, I mean Trent Richardson sucked, and like there's a lot of running backs that just don't need to go that high. And this was one of those drafts where it wasn't that needy. So I think Najee Harris is going to be a steal, but definitely Owosu is the biggest steal, dude. I mean, falling that far, like I'd get it if like he was the first pick of the second round, but he fell to like the 25th pick in the second round. Like he felt way far in. For the Browns to get him, I mean, the one thing they probably did need help on defensively was linebackers. So getting him, that's a steal, especially if he can, get healthy and be the player that everyone thinks he can be.
You know what? I'm going to be a homer here. I love Barmore.
Yeah.
Big fan. Yeah. And, obviously he fell into the second round. I was like 90%, I would say all of the mock drafts I saw had him going in the first round somewhere.
Didn't Kellen Mond go to the Vikings?
Yes.
That might low-key be a steal too. Low-key. Future.
Did you see what RG3's comments about it?
Huh.
He was like, I know Kirk is mad right now because Kellen Mond is literally everything that he's not.
Yeah, literally.
He was like athletic, this, that, and the third. And I was like,
an arm. Like him and Justin Jefferson, that'd be a duo because Kellen Mond's got a cannon. And he was I think he was second in yards in college last year. And he's been a beast for a few years.
And then finally, though, Josh, your biggest surprise of the draft?
Definitely, the ones we've already talked about, Fields falling and Raiders going O-line first pick. But my other thing was the Bills don't draft a running back at all. Like I thought, they might need one. Devin Singletary's not all that.
I was praying that Etienne would fall to them.
Etienne that's a surprise too. I mean, is James Robinson not good now? Like I'm confused.
Yeah,
they signed Carlos
here's
Hyde.
my thing.
I get the connection with Trevor Lawrence. I get that. Like they have a rapport. They can, they know each other. They could work well together. But come on, James Robinson needs to be getting like 20 plus carries a game. Like that dude is a workhorse.
I saw a tweet that kind of made it make sense to me with the fact that like workhorse backs don't really work anymore besides like Derrick Henry. And obviously that man is a freak of nature. But like, I mean, McCaffrey got hurt last year after playing like 99% of snaps the year before. Cook has been out a couple times. Zeke doesn't look the same. Saquon ended up getting hurt. So like maybe, listen, I know that we all play fantasy and that's why we like a workhorse back and things like that. But maybe it's just not that, time anymore. Maybe you're going to see a lot of teams have not a superstar running back, but two very good ones. So listen.
Yeah, Bateman should have been the pick, dude. I mean, James Robinson needs to be that running back for Trevor Lawrence. I know workhorse running backs, and you're completely right on that. History shows that it's not the way to go as a team. But still, you already signed Carlos Hyde. Like, you already had a backup running back that can take some serious carries, too. And, I mean, I just think there were better options for them. Like, Tevin Jenkins, I think, would have been a much better pick protecting Trevor Lawrence for the future, or a receiver like Bateman.
Yeah. I mean, well, obviously, we're going to see what happens. I think biggest surprise for me, you know what? I think it's just because I had him going there. Trey Lance going third. Like I said, everybody was saying that it was going to be Mac Jones, and then they obviously went Trey Lance. So kind of a shocker to me. I like it though. Obviously, he's going to sit behind Jimmy. I would like to say for the year, but we know that's not going to happen because Jimmy will be hurt by the end of the year. So he's eventually going to start. But listen, I like it. It's going to be a fun thing to see when he actually gets the chance to play, and I can't wait to see that happen. Kyle Shanahan and all of them with the weapons that they have, going to be fun. Okay. Next up, we got early offensive rookie and defensive rookie of the year predictions. Now, I know I'll let both of us be boring on this. I'll allow quarterbacks in this one. I know before when we said it, we did this before the draft, kind of.
Let's do both. Let's include quarterbacks.
All right.
And then
I like that.
All right. So with quarterbacks, Justin Fields, I don't think that Andy Dalton starts for too long. I think either he doesn't start at all or he plays so bad early on that they're like, we got to give this kid a chance. I think he's going to thrive there. I think he's going to fit right in and probably get them to the playoffs. I mean, they were able to make it last year with Nick Foles and Mitch, so if Fields can be even kind of productive. But without quarterbacks, let's see. I'll go Devontae Smith just because I think he's going to catch the ball so much that his numbers are going to be ridiculous. The Eagles are going to have to fight back in every fourth quarter, and they're throwing it to him and Rager. And I think Devontae Smith is going to be the more thrown to guy there. And then defensively, I think it's going to be Micah Parsons just because there's a lot of tackles in Dallas to be taken, and he's going to be flying all over the field for them. So it'll be him or Owosu. I think Owosu could have a chance too.
Yeah, I think if we're going boring, I go quarterback, and I will go with Trevor Lawrence. I know that is super boring, but I don't know. I think he's going to start from day one. Obviously, they got some weapons around him. Like, you look at it, the Jags, like, don't get me wrong, they're bad.
But it could be worse. Like, it could be a lot worse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're bad. They had the number one pick for a reason. Mm-hmm. But, like, you start looking at the team sometimes. Like, they did a little thing. They did some things in free agency. You know, they brought over Shaquille Griffin.
They got their corner from last year's draft, who's not terrible either.
They brought in Etienne. They had James Robinson's there now. They still have DJ Chark. They brought over Marvin Jones Jr. Like, they got some things there. They have some things there. Are they going to be a world beater? No. Mm-hmm. They'll have 5 wins at max.
And get another top pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And you know what? Wise statement by Wise Cheese. At least they're not the Texans. But if I'm not going quarterback, I literally might bet it right now because I heard the odds are like plus 1,000. Bro, Kyle Pitts is going to be a beast. Like, what do you just reading things about him, I'm keep going back to Pro Football Focus because that's what I have up right now. And, this is the thing that a lot of people put into account. They literally said he's taller and faster than any linebacker. He's too big for any corner. He comes in immediately and is a matchup problem for every single player in the league.
I hope that,
I think he catches 85 passes this year. I
hope the Falcons put him, he's so versatile. He can literally be anywhere on the field. I hope they just don't use him as a traditional tight end. I hope they flex him out a lot and do all the crazy things that he can do because he's that different, that unique as a tight end.
Oh no, that'll be a big disappointment if they use him that way. But
yeah, or just
I think he's going to catch 85 passes this year. I really do.
What are you doing?
Liking that Cam Newton jersey?
That's how you can't relate. I know.
No, I know. In fact, it disgusts me a little bit. Yeah, I think I tend to agree with you over on the defensive side. I think Micah Parsons is going to be a beast.
Actually, check that. Not Micah Parsons. J.C. Horn, defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, wait, that's a weird way of saying. Wow, I literally already forgot his name. That's crazy. My new defensive tackle, baby.
Barrymore.
Yo, what are the odds that a defensive tackle wins rookie of the year, bro?
Just outright rookie of the year?
There's literally not a chance that actually happens.
No. Does that ever happen? Did Sue win it? Because I feel like Ndamukong Suh had a monster rookie year.
I mean,
I don't remember.
I feel like to win defensive rookie of the year, you either have to have a lot of tackles or have 10 sacks.
Yeah, as a D lineman or a DB, you literally have to be not just rookies,
crazy.
Overall.
Lattimore won it his rookie year because he was insane.
Yeah. Same with Pat Pete. Those guys were just monsters that rookie years. It's usually linebackers because they just get so many tackles.
They have so much opportunity.
Yeah.
And then let's get into my favorite topic so far. Aaron Rodgers. Matt, I hope you're still here.
Feel for you, man.
Aaron Rodgers, man, coming out saying, listen, and let me tell you something. I'm a petty person, I really am. So I kind of thoroughly enjoy this. The fact that they embarrassed him last year on draft day, trading up for a quarterback, and then this year he was like, got you, bitch. And he was like, "Listen, I'm not playing. I don't care what you say. Don't matter. I'm not playing for you guys." He's threatened to retire. Man's going to go host Jeopardy. He said that unless that the GM gets fired, there's no chance he's coming back. He's told players he's not coming back. The GM and everybody else on the Packers side are like, you can say whatever the hell you want. We're not trading you. It's a situation. It is a situation. Josh, what do you think about the situation? And where do you think he plays next year if it's not on the Packers?
Yeah, I love it. I'm with you on that petty shit, bro. Doing it on draft day is just so beautiful.
Like, listen, Rodgers really does annoy me, but that was my favorite thing.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, I said that, that he said if they cut this receiver, I can't remember the receiver's name, though. He didn't play a lot last year, but
I remember that story.
Yeah, and that if they cut him, he was done. That's the last straw, and they cut him the day after. The Packers, they must really, really believe in Jordan Love and what he can do. The way they've handled the Aaron Rodgers situation, it's I don't know. It's weird for them. I definitely think he's gone. I don't think there's any way he plays for them again, especially if he's threatening to retire. That's pretty intense. And I mean, the package they're going to get for him is going to be really, really nice. So it's not like when they lose him, it's going to be a full rebuild for them. Because obviously they have Jordan Love, and if he can be anything close to what they think he is, then they'll be all right. And also Devontae Adams posted a picture of a goat on a cliff today. I don't know what that means. I have no clue what that means.
Imagine they trade him, and then Devontae's like, yo, listen, I am not staying here.
Yeah, bro. He requested trade immediately.
We'll have to put Skur on suicide watch, bro.
Oh, yeah. But when he does leave, I think he ends up in either Denver or with the Raiders. I think those are the two places. I think there's no way they're going to trade with a team in conference.
Hell no.
Like, there's no way they're trading him to play him, like possibly play him in the playoffs. So I think they go with the AFC, and the only teams really over there that I can think of that would offer something that they would be interested in is Denver or Las Vegas. I mean, Las Vegas has a ton of picks still. I think they have some valuable young players. Same with Denver. And I also think that I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a lot of say in this. I mean, I don't really know how the NFL contracts work. Like, I don't know about no trade clause. Like,
I think he has one.
So, like, he can decide if it's a good trade or not. Like, basically controls where he goes. So, I mean, I don't know. The Packers, like, just doesn't make a lot of sense, man. I saw another funny post where they were like a quarterback threatens and does stuff to a younger quarterback to ruin his time there, and now Rodgers is doing it to his younger guy. Like, it's just crazy how history is repeating itself for the Packers. Hopefully it works out in their favor, but I don't know. They really fucked it up. I don't know how you can mess it up this bad. Like, he hates them. Like, he does not like them. But I hope he ends up in Denver because I think Jerry Jeudy can be a really nice player there.
Now, listen, let me tell you something. Do I think it would last? No. Because to me, Rodgers is a little crybaby. But let me throw this one out for you. Because here's my other thing, too. I don't think he's getting traded anymore. I think if he was going to get traded, it was going to have to be on draft day because then you can use the picks you got from him to, build up the team in whatever way you wanted. But listen, it wouldn't last. I don't think it's ever going to happen anyway. Before the draft, I offered this. Stephon Gilmore, the number 15 pick, and 3 future firsts.
That's a deal, man. That's got to be a deal.
I would take it. I would have taken it. That's got to be a deal. Because you're not going to get more than 3 firsts from a team. And they
you're
needed
just not.
A corner.
Yeah, and Stephon Gilmore is the best corner on the market right now that you could get. And 15 is a nice pick too.
Gilmore, 15, and
could have drafted Mac Jones at 15 for insurance your quarterback situation.
They could have drafted whoever the hell they wanted. They would have had 2 first-rounders this year and 2 first-rounders the next 3 years. I would have done it. And see, that's my other thing too. Like, that's why I think it doesn't happen anymore because now the picks already happened. And I guess technically he has an opt-out after this year, which also goes to tell you how bad the situation has to be. That he's threatening to go host Jeopardy instead of playing one season and then just opting out.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me.
I mean, dude, he doesn't have time for this bullshit. Like, It's like, are you guys going to get me a Super Bowl roster or not? Like, I'm tired of these NFC Championship games. Like, he got to go.
Yeah, like I said, he annoys me. He's a little
MVP though,
crybaby.
dude.
He's a
MVP.
crybaby. But listen, if he was my quarterback, I think I like him too.
Yeah,
Just like everybody
for sure.
hates Brady and all the
We were-
corny stuff.
we
he
were
does,
on the
this,
list.
that, and the third. I
When they
love
released
him.
the when they released the odds on like where he plays next, we were on the list. I was like, hey, we might get there, baby.
Matt's screaming from the heavens right now that they got to fix it.
Yeah.
Listen, Matt, here's my thing. I don't think that he'll retire. I think that's a bluff. There's no way you're like.
Don't you got to wait 3 years after you retired to like? I saw something about that. Like you can't just retire and then be like, I'm back, and then.
No, yeah, you have to wait. And
Yeah,
like that's
like,
the other thing too. Even if he didn't play this year, it's not like that 1 year counts, and then he could just opt out after the year, like because
Right.
you don't have the service time. You technically never played, so it would
Yeah.
just continue on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
still-
imagine though if he didn't play, never retired, then he was like 50, was like, yo, I'm coming back.
I'm back, baby.
Like, do the Packers still have to pay him then?
I think so.
That would be the ultimate petty shit.
He's still got like 80 mil in the contract.
See, like, here's my thing. Fire the GM, do whatever it takes, damn it. Like, you can't in the NFL let somebody have that power.
No.
Especially because here's the thing, too. He's leaving after this year. It's over.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
He's not resigning.
So, like, you're going to fire all these people, do whatever it takes, blah, 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 just for him to leave anyway?
Yeah.
Because he's opting out. There's no shot he's here in 2 years.
I mean,
Maybe not even next year.
They have he has given them many chances to fix the relationship. I mean, it's been like 2 years now we've been hearing Aaron Rodgers wants out. And they've done nothing to help him, dude. Absolutely nothing.
I don't even think trading Love is enough.
No,
See, here's my thing. I think it's an ego thing with him. It's like, yo, who the hell do you think you are? Like, listen, I say that he's petty for this and all that, and I don't like it. Brady did the same thing. So let me not act like
when
bro,
you do what they do,
drafted Jimmy, and then they won the Super Bowl, and Bill was
Right.
like, I can't deal with Tom no more. And Tom was like, I swear to God, I'll leave right now if you don't trade Jimmy. They trade Jimmy.
there's a certain level, like when you're that good of a quarterback, like Tom Brady, like Aaron Rodgers, like Russell Wilson,
Pat
when you're
Mahomes.
when you're that level of talent, you better put the best fucking team around me you can.
Bro, and here's the other thing. Like, it's not even the drafting of this player or that. Like, they would do things and not tell him.
Yeah, like
bro, if you're
this is your
if you're
team.
Tua, if you're, Kirk Cousins or whatever,
Then
cry
it's
about
okay.
it. Cry about it, okay?
Yeah.
Listen, you're on the team. You're lucky that you're even on the team, by the way. But
Yeah.
when you're the franchise and you're making $38 million or whatever,
You better have some input.
to just do something and then not and be like, oh yeah, by the way, we did that already. Sorry if you didn't like it. Like, excuse me?
Right.
So it's a mess. It's and here's my other thing. He was another team, and I know it wasn't on his list, and I guess he does have the no trade clause, so he could say no anyway. Bro, the Jets, the second pick. Like I said, I don't think it happens now because the draft is over, but this year, bro, I would have second pick. They had the 23rd pick as well. You throw in, I don't know, give them somebody,
Anything, dude.
give them somebody
Whatever.
else they want, and then maybe like 2 future firsts because they already gave you their 2 firsts this year. I would have thrown whatever at the wall and see.
So
if
you
it
think
stuck.
he just doesn't play this year? You think he just sits out?
I mean, that's what he's saying.
That's the only reasonable option because he's not going to retire. And I
Bro,
agree
'cause,
with you. I
here's
don't
my
think they
thing,
trade.
but like I said, if he doesn't play, then the year technically doesn't count. And it's just the same situation next year. So my only thing is if he really doesn't want to play but wants to get out of there, basically you have to be on the roster, everything like that. But every week be like, oh man, my neck is killing me.
Shoulder, man.
Yeah, like or like, oh man, I got this really bad migraine and things like that. Because like there's
My
certain
dog
things that
died,
you really
man.
just can't test for.
I'm sick.
So like, hold on, I'm trying to be sneakily over here. My computer's about to die. I got to plug this baby in. You know what I mean?
He said, like, I got a doctor's appointment, coach. I can't make it Sunday.
I'm crying. He's
Your
got
doctor
COVID for
works for us.
17 weeks, bro.
It's like, your doctor works here, Aaron, not other doctor, bro.
Oh God, let's see the statement. Mark my word. I'm marking it. I got to see what the word is.
I think it's above it.
No, it's not above. I don't think he said it below.
I think it's like
Rodgers
a
will be
sentence.
QB1 of the Packers by week 1 this year. If that is your word, Matt,
That is crazy. I just can't see it, man.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah.
If anything, it's not week 1. I give it a 0% chance of week 1.
But we said the same thing about Russ,
What?
that he wasn't going to be the starter week 1. Now he is.
Like Russell Wilson. I said that.
We said it. We were like, he definitely gets, like, it's done. Like, they ruined it because we heard about the meeting where he freaked out and he said there was no way he was playing for him.
Yeah.
Like, when the drama's
here's my
hot.
thing. Russ isn't as petty. You know what I mean? Like, if he said that, I'd be like, that's when you see who blinks first.
But this is also way later. Like, that was time to rebuild.
Bro, he dropped it on draft day.
Like, he knew what he was doing. He's known about this for a long time.
Oh, like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, this isn't. He probably wanted to do this since draft day last year.
Oh yeah,
like, that's probably what it came to mind. He was like, you know what, fuck him.
He's like, yo, wait until next year. I dare you.
I bet he was like, I'm gonna win MVP this year, and then I'm gonna just say fuck him,
and then tell you guys to screw off.
Yeah.
Oh, what a time! What a time. But we'll move on to our final NFL topic real quick. You know, a nice little fun, entertaining one. You know, the NFL relaxed their uniform policy and everything like that. Players can wear whatever they want. You got Dad Tom Brady coming out saying he didn't like it, but it's still happening anyway. Doesn't matter. What numbers you think Julio, Jimmy G, Richard Sherman, players like that are going back to? Because there's already been some changes. I believe
Buda Baker's.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's who it was. Buda Baker
6. Pat Pete is 7. I know Pat Pete is 7. I think Buda's like 6 or 3 or something.
Something like that.
And then some rookies. I do think some players, like I think Derrick Henry is going to switch to 2. Like I like him at number 2. He wore it this first preseason game in the NFL.
Did you see that? Did you see what Kamara said?
He said so. What he's no, I didn't.
He was like, why are these numbers available? I want to be 69. Like, you child. But you know.
Did you hear about the money thing that comes with it too?
Yeah, that they have to pay.
Dalvin Cook, he reached out to the NFL and asked how much he'd have to pay. $1.5 million.
Jeez.
And he wasn't even in the top 20 of jersey sales. Imagine Pat Mahomes or Tom Brady. I want to be number 65.
Yo, Tom Brady would have to pay
20 mil, bro.
Nah, yeah, probably.
It'd be
25 mil.
It'd be insane. I'd just wait until the end of this season if I'm changing jersey numbers. When the new jerseys come out, dude, then just do it. Because I mean, how can you get around it? That's insane. Buy out the whole stock of jerseys, dude.
Nah, what? For what? Too?
Those cost them nothing to make.
Bro,
first of all,
go send them to some country that's less fortunate.
Yeah,
like they do with the Super Bowl losing T-shirts.
Yeah, and they might gain value once they change numbers. Over years.
I'm saying.
Now pay me $1.5 million to wear number 3, Dalvin Cook. Give me my money.
See, I don't know what number players are going to wear, but I will listen. This is the one thing I will agree with Brady on. I don't really mind it that much. It doesn't. It's whatever. There's just numbers. I'm going to be so damn confused at the start of this season because I am so used to people being certain numbers. If Julio's not 11 anymore, bro. No. But here's the thing: if Julio changes and not 11 anymore, the minute he catches a pass, I'm gonna be like, "Who the hell is that?" And then he's going to start running, and I'm going to be like, "Oh, wait a minute, that's Julio."
I get why people are upset, especially assignment wise and all that.
That's what Brady said. He was like, good luck trying to figure out who to block.
Calling out a Mike linebacker if he's wearing number 3. It's well, that's no way. That's not low.
What do you mean? That's our quarterback's number.
That's not Bobby Wagner, bro. That's Russ's number. I get that, but at the same time, it's dude, come on. You know where they're lined up. You can tell who the player is. If you did your research on the team, you know which player is which. But I also get it from an old head perspective.
Now, speaking of old heads, I want to move on to this as well because we're going to a little NBA, and I got some thoughts on this one too. Lakers are falling to the 7th seed, maybe.
They are the 7th seed right now.
Are they? I thought they were still up there.
After the Raptors lost, they are the 7th seed.
So they fall to the 7th seed. If they lose in the playing game, How much does that hurt LeBron? Now, before we answer the actual question, let me get some of my LeBron hate out, okay? And you know what, Matt? You're right. They do suck right now.
Very bad. Very
LeBron, shut the hell up. Like, he's so corny, bro. I know listen, I know he's great, and I know everybody loves him, but bro, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm ever going to be the same after my ankle injury. Bro, there's like 85 players a year that get this ankle injury. Shut up. And then second, oh, whoever came up with that playing game should be fired immediately. But I will bet you my entire KeyBank savings, my Robinhood investments, my monitor Xbox, if they're the one or two seed,
he literally said at the beginning of the season, he's like, if the Grizzlies and Blazers are there, why not let them battle it out? It's a great idea. It's so funny. You just got
exactly like Matt said, complain about it now, but then I have a problem with it in April.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But then I saw people commenting on that picture that was like, oh yeah, but here he said that he didn't like the idea of it. Okay, so he flip-flops. And you want to know why he flip-flopped? Because he's never been in the situation.
LeBron is the only human.
So annoying.
LeBron is the only God. LeBron is the only guy who can say literally, like, I like burgers, and the whole world will blow up and just be like, but I thought it was Taco Tuesday. I thought it was Taco Tuesday. LeBron, what? You don't like tacos anymore? Like, dude, it's insane.
Animal abuser.
The gravity his words hold for no reason. Like, for no reason at all. Like, he's just a hooper, bro. Like, he obviously is a very famous person, but, like, let the dude breathe. Like, he can't get off a word. He can't say nothing. It's funny, though. But the Lakers, you want to hear their remaining games?
Oh, I saw the next 5, but let me hear it.
So we got Denver tonight. No LeBron, no Schroeder.
Fat L, I mean.
Then they got the Clippers.
That's another L, depending on
who. And Schroeder's out 10 to 14 days.
That is true.
Protocol. And LeBron's probably going to miss the Clippers game. Then they have Portland.
That's possible.
Then they have Phoenix.
That's an L.
Then they have the Knicks.
That's possible, but close.
Then they have the Rockets.
That has to be a win, or else you just.
Then they have the Pacers.
Should be a win.
Then the Pelicans.
Should be
I truly believe they're gonna go 1-8 or 2-7. Like they might and then in the play-in game. So how it works is 7-8 play, 9-10 play, and then the winner of the 9-10 plays the loser of the 7-8 for the 8 seed. Like winner of 7-8 gets 7, and then winner of 9-10 plays loser 7-8. So right now it's the Lakers, the Grizzlies, Warriors, and Spurs.
I will pay an ungodly amount of money for the playing game for the 8th spot to be Warriors and Lakers.
That
an ungodly amount of money.
It's crazy. Like, think about if the Lakers don't make all right, me personally, this does not impact LeBron's legacy at all. His legacy is cemented. For sure, people are going to be like, there's no way you can be the GOAT now, but for people some people,
saying that now. That's my. It's people, listen. As much as I hate on LeBron, like you're right. It was like when people were saying, "Oh, what if Brady loses a Super Bowl? What does it do to his legacy?" Nothing. He has 6, bro. Shut up.
He's 37 and he's already a Hall of Famer. Like this, don't do shit. And like
he's
some
been a
people,
Hall of Famer for 10 years now.
Yeah, like for some people, like for me, LeBron's already the GOAT, and for other people, he'll never possibly even reach Jordan. Exactly. Like that's just how it works. But not reaching the playoffs this year, obviously, it's a bad look. But it doesn't impact his legacy at all. It does. It would be one of the biggest holy that's worse than the Clippers blowing a 3-1 lead. Like you didn't even make the fucking
mark
playoffs.
Is what you would say. It's an asterisk.
Yeah, a mark. It's like the Mavs finals. It's just another thing that people can use against them.
Yeah.
But I don't think it happens. I think they're going to wind up in the playing game. I do think that'll happen. I think there might be the 8 seed. I think Grizzlies might bounce up to 7, and then they'll have to play the Grizzlies. And if they can win that game, then they're in. But they gotta be careful, dude. Like, I don't know what else they could do. They already fucked up. Seed? The 2 seed is
it Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix is 1 right now. Utah is 2.
Listen, I don't love that matchup for them.
Dude, I don't like. I like the play in as a fan.
Oh, I
Like,
love it. Big fan.
like because it's a huge like it makes the end super exciting. It's basically extra playoff games, but like sudden death. But also it's like, dude, for real. Like, I think there should be a threshold. Like, you have to be within 2.5 games, because in the East, like the gap between the 7th seed Celtics and the 10th seed Bulls is about 11 games. Like, it's there's no reason that there should be a possibility the Bulls make it and the Celtics don't. Like, during the bubble, they did 2.5 games, and I like that. Like, there should be a threshold.
They changed it, still not?
No, it's just
Oh,
7 through 10.
I thought it was low key. Yeah,
No,
I agree with you
all
on that
7
then.
through 10. But I do think if both the Celtics and Lakers miss the playoffs this year, NBA is going to have some people up their ass about the play-in game. Like, that's insane. Dude.
Ratings are already down. That oughta go over well.
Yeah, but the Lakers are in trouble, bro, because AD and LeBron have not played together in a while. LeBron did not look good the past 2 games he's played, and now he's back with the re-aggravated ankle. Like, dude, they are
never
really
be the same in his career again.
Oh yeah, that's career impacting, dude. That's
Wow.
career impacting. But it's gonna be they're in a dangerous spot because the Grizzlies are picking up speed. Steph is playing at an all-time level. They better hope.
Steph
they better
is
pray.
different.
They better pray they beat the Grizzlies and the Spurs beat the Warriors. They better pray.
Now let me tell you something. Here's the other one. Nuggets are 9-1. Third seed in the West since Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like listen, people always, last year was the Mickey Mouse ring for LeBron. And then, being in the East before that, it was always easy, blah, blah. This ain't no easy. This isn't easy anymore.
Dude, if he wins a ring this year.
Well, listen, I don't need that to happen because I'll be down quite a few. Might have to sell off some of my investments if I
cashed out on my Lakers championship bet. I cashed
Did
out
you?
on it. I couldn't.
How much you lose?
I only lost like $15 because I didn't put too much. Because I bet on it like last year, like at the end of the bubble. I think
I might have to sell some of my Dogecoin if you know.
Dogecoin.
Let me tell you something.
To the moon, baby.
To the moon. At 44 cents right now.
Hey,
I'm up $162 on it.
Yeah, bro. I was in on that. Not super early, like not as early as I wish, but
What'd you get it at?
I think it was like 0.00. It was like 0.00.
Oh,
3.
See, I thought I was a big baller because I got it at 2 cents.
Nah, bro. I was on that shit, but I didn't have bread at the time to be able to put.
I only put like 10 beans into it.
Yeah.
I got like 393 shares of it though.
That shit hits $1, bro.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh, bro.
I'm partying like it's. I'm partying.
You'll see us in a studio. You'll see us in a studio next show, bro.
Oh, a studio would be so lit. Just pull up to New York and I'll just take you to the college I go to, bro. We got studios and all that. I'll be like, yeah, he's a student, bro. What are you talking? What you talking about? Well, even with that being said,
I'll just wear Tim's, and they'll be like,
Tim's, and like, what else is it? Yo, I feel like Tim's are just the most New York thing. I was gonna say something else too, but like, I don't really think there's any other New York style like that.
Yeah, I think it's just.
But like, all right, we're getting back to the thing. Jokic it's over, right?
Yeah, it's
MVP.
People are trying to be like Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell. No, it's Jokic, bro. It's Jokic. But also, one thing that should not be overlooked in this 9-1 run is Michael Porter fucking Jr., dude. He is a star. That dude can hoop. He's going to be the second best player on the Nuggets next year. I don't care about Jamal Murray. Michael Porter Jr. is a walking bucket. And the fact that, like, I know it was a risk in the draft taking him because he had those serious back injuries.
I wish somebody. Oh,
he was a walking bucket, bro. Like, he's putting up 30 a game since Murray's been out. Like, if he can continue this in the playoffs or just in the future in general, having a trio of Jamal Murray, Jokic, and Michael Porter Jr. is insane. But MVP wise, yeah, lock it in for Jokic.
Oh yeah.
I don't care about Joel and the Sixers possibly getting a number 1 seed. He hasn't played the whole year. Jokic has been playing every game almost. Chris Paul is just like just because the team is really good does not mean the MVP should be from that team. When the Hawks were the number 1 seed in the East, nobody was talking about Al Horford MVP, Jeff Teague MVP. It's just not a thing, bro. So I think they need to quit pushing that agenda. The most valuable player on one of the best teams in the league this year is definitely Jokic. It's got to be.
Like I said, it's over. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear listen, I was a big fan of Harden before he got hurt. I thought it was possible because he was playing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously picked KD at the beginning of the year. Obviously not. Embiid, I think, missed too much time. I mean, I know New York fans are going to try and push Julius Randle. Great story.
All NBA.
Yeah, all NBA. MVP, I'll pass.
Yeah.
I'll pass. But Jokic, wrap it up. And speaking of Julius Randle, though, what do you think? What do you think that next player is to take that Julius Randle leap?
It's hard to compare players to kind of how Julius Randle's jump has been because he was kind of already established in the league before this jump. He was a good player, but not a great player in LA and in New Orleans. But this year, I mean, his jump has become superstar. Like that's what he's playing as this year. It's averaging 25 plus, 10 plus boards. That's superstar. So I think next year, Michael Porter Jr. I think he's gonna.
Son of a bitch.
But all right. Other guys too. OG Anunoby. I think Kyle Lowry is for sure gone next year. And I think OG, if he can be more aggressive next year, he can guard 1 through 5 already. He's already one of the most elite defenders. He can be a walking bucket. He's just so selfless and passive. If he looks for a shot more, he can be a 20-a-game guy. Our guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I think this young team we have right now it's nice, dude. And if we can get, a nice Cade Cunningham over here, Shai with Cade Cunningham, I think he can have that jump. But the guy I really think is going to do is Jaren Jackson Jr. Unfortunately, he just had so many injuries. But when he has played, he's 20. Like his third game this year was the other day. He had 28 and 18. Like, dude is just a beast. And that was against the Blazers, and it came down to clutch moments, and he was in, and he was making big plays. I think if he can get healthy, it really sucks that he hasn't been, but if he can get healthy, him and John Morant can be an elite duo, and I think he can have that type of jump.
Yeah, obviously you heard it, but I had to go Michael Porter, bro. I've been a big fan because I don't know why. Like when he was coming out and like into college, that was around the phase where I was watching like every, even though I don't.
Tapes,
literally, like I watched every high school tape, even though I don't pay attention to college
His
basketball
is all-time great,
or barely pay attention to NBA. Bro, I can't even lie. This is the least locked in I've ever been to an NBA season.
Really,
bro? I don't think I've watched a single game from start to finish.
I've watched a lot of Thunder games. It's been pretty disappointing.
I don't know. It's just I think I'll pick it up in the playoffs, but right now it's just not doing it for me, Yeah. But yeah, Michael Porter, I think that's the easy answer. But like I said, I've been a fan of him since his high school, bro. Like you said, his high school tape,
top tier,
out of pocket. Man is unbelievable. But yeah, I think he was the easy answer there. Obviously, me and you got to hope for Shai.
Yeah. Lou Dort too, maybe. Lou Dort too. Lou Dort, possibly.
I know you're a big Lou Dort guy.
Dude's been when Lou Dort hits his first couple shots, bro, lock it in. Dude's putting up 28 in the first quarter if he hits his first couple threes, bro. Dude, when he's hitting it, just go away. Just leave him alone because he's just a bucket. And Poku, bro, don't even get me started on Poku. I love this Thunder team. Like, I enjoy watching these guys more than I do PG and Russ. Like, because it's not.
I was going to say Russ and KD. I was going to say
nothing compares. Nothing compares to those days. But I mean, this just watching the young team because I have no expectations. Like, we suck. I know we suck.
Bro, that's how I was. Like the 2017 Yankees, where it was like a bunch of rookies came up and they were just like, all right, they're going to play. And I was like, oh, we're probably going to be terrible.
Yeah. So when they do good, it's like,
and then they made the playoffs and I was like, oh shit.
Like, bro, we played the Celtics without Tatum and Jaylen Brown. What'd I say?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know what I said.
Maybe the PG and Russ then? Maybe?
Oh, that's just because, like, I don't know. I had so high expectations for Melo and Russ and PG, and it just was the worst possible outcome. But watching this team, dude, Poku is a 7-foot guard. Dude be crossing, dude. His step backs, like, it's insane. Darius Baisley's going to be really good. We have a guy off the bench, Ty Jerome. He's a beast. He's a really good, solid point guard. Man, I just love seeing these young guys. Like, it's impressive when they do. But we played the Celtics without Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba. And we wound up winning, but it was just like it was Marcus Smart just throwing his body everywhere, but Dort chucking up half-court shots. Like, it was such a funny game.
And then the last NBA thing we got, Zion. You know, the Pelicans have a little trouble keeping their stars. If you want to go back to the CP3 days, obviously Anthony Davis, of course. What do they got to do to make sure Zion stays? What do they got to do?
All right, first things first, step by step. Get rid of Stan Van Gundy. Dude, why did they even hire him? The last time he coached,
Steve, though.
Yeah. But last time Van Gundy coached was for the Pistons, and he was trying to play like it was 1991. And then he found out you need guys that can shoot, and he paid John Leward $20 million to do nothing.
So that's a tough life right there.
And he's doing the same thing with New Orleans, and it sucks. Also, why the hell do you have so many point guards? You already have Lonzo. Why do you need Eric Bledsoe? Why do you need Kira Lewis? Why do you need Frank Jackson? Like, why do you need all these guys? But Lonzo's gone. I don't think they bring him back. You ride with Kira Lewis, and you maybe keep Eric Bledsoe, but you don't need this many point guards. What you should get rid of these point guards for is shooters. You know, also, this is unpopular, and it probably won't happen. I just want to see Brandon Ingram's ass gone and Zion have the ball in his hands every fucking possession and take every shot, because I guarantee he still shoots 50%, but he's averaging about 40. But I just think they need to make sure he has shooters around him, get a young coach that can be there long term, and just be smart. Because, I mean, you lost CP3, you lost AD. You cannot afford to lose Zion. You just cannot.
Yeah, I think it's easy. It's easy because it's what you do to keep every superstar. Mm-hmm. You surround them with people that are actually decent.
Right.
It's literally just about drafting and hoping a free agent will come here or there. It's the blueprint to keeping anybody. You know, they didn't surround AD with anybody that was decent his entire time there. They tried with Boogie, but he obviously ended up getting hurt, which I'm still so mad about.
That would have been so fun.
Like, I am so annoyed.
Boogie was picking it up, dude. Like, he was.
Bro, because they were going to go up against the Warriors.
That series was good without him.
And like, don't get me wrong. I think the Warriors still win. Mm-hmm. But, like, it would have been real tough for them with
Could have gone 7. Could have gone 7.
Two big men?
AD stole a game by himself. AD stole a game by himself. And Boogie, oh, no, dude. That would have been fun.
Oh, God, it would have been fun.
We didn't get to see that team long enough. We didn't get to see
absolutely not.
With Rondo at point 2.
Jeez.
Gosh, man. Gosh.
Oh, God, it would have been so fun. But, yeah, whatever. That wraps up the NBA. And now, listen, Josh watched some baseball last week, so I'm going to even throw this one in here. You know what? You like the Padres and the Dodgers. Josh, I'll tell you right now. The Yankees are playing the Astros this week, starting tomorrow. I think the first game of the series is on ESPN. Please watch it. Because I'm just saying, 2017, let me give you the backstory before anything. Bro, 2017 was the year the Yankees should probably make it to the World Series. Game 7, but they lose to the Astros. That was also the year they cheated. We didn't find out about it until last year. And last year, the Yankees didn't play the Astros because of the Corona schedule. They only played the AL East and the NL East. So they never got a chance to play the Astros. This is going to be amazing. The amount of hatred that the Yankees have for them, and probably vice versa, immeasurable. If there is not a trash can thrown on the field or something of that nature, I will be genuinely shocked. I give it a 90% chance of a brawl. because I don't think the Yankees are going to try and start it. But if they're even accidentally an Astro pitcher comes near hitting a Yankee player, immediate shot back. No doubt in my mind. So they start their series tomorrow. First game's on ESPN. Let me tell you, I am very excited because I hope that there's payback for the situation. I know that's probably not good to say. I don't want to see anybody hitting the head or anything like that. But listen, let me tell you, it's going to be very entertaining. Has to be a brawl. No other options. So listen, Josh, I'm just telling you.
If it's really like that. But the thing is, like I can't deal with these boring ass games, bro. Like I try, I really do.
I know.
It's like I watch it when it's tight and it's late, you know, like when it's a close game, like ninth inning. Then I'm like, sure, I'm tuning in. But when it's like 4 innings of no scores, barely any hits, dude, I'm like I don't know the game enough and these players enough to enjoy this. Like I'm sure if I knew the pitchers and knew the batters and everything, I'd be like, let's see what he does here. But I just don't yet. I just don't.
It's understandable. Listen, it makes it even more entertaining for me. Yankees are finally playing good. And this man, Giancarlo.
Dude, what the hell? What's up with these wins? I thought you told me over 100 was a lock.
Listen, calm down. It's only April. Well, it's May now, but still. Only 22 games into the year. The over-under was 95.5. We'll be all right. Even if it's 96, it don't matter.
You're right. It just better hit, you know?
I got faith. Like I said, I would have put money on it. Sometimes we're wrong.
I've bet on some MLB games. Like I've done it a couple times. Like I'll jump in a game. Who was playing? It was like the Rockies and the Reds maybe or something like that. And like I bet on no runs. Like it was my first bet MLB, and I bet on like no runs in like the 5th inning. There was like 4 runs. There was like like a 2-run homer like at the beginning. I was like, what the hell, dude? Like I don't want to bet on this anymore. I don't know
what? Next episode, you might see me and Josh playing MLB The Show. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, yeah.
You know what I mean? Might have to. I think it'd be
cold,
real entertaining.
I'm cold on the sticks, bro. I'm cold.
I'm not the greatest, bro. Today,
I also haven't played too many like I basically just beat my shortstop. Like I don't play too many.
Oh no, absolutely, I respect it, bro. Yeah. Let me tell you, I played an online game today, Diamond Dynasty. I hit a home run in like the first inning with Trout, 1-0. Kid hits a home run in the second inning, 1-1 the rest of the game. Just a pitcher's duel. I think I had 20 strikeouts with my pitcher.
But I'm still so pissed that I spent that money. And
see, I didn't spend actual money because I just had a bunch of stubs and I pulled 2 diamonds, so I was lit.
$80, not a single diamond, bro. Not a single.
Yeah, see, that's tough. But listen, let me finish this because then we got to get out of here. Bro, 11th inning, 2 outs. I got a runner on first and third. I strike out.
Ooh.
But the ball bounces on the ground first, so that means the kid had to throw it to first.
Yeah.
He messed the throw up.
Shit.
I score a run, and then next at the bottom of the inning, I get the 3 outs and I win the game. I know he's mad. Bro. I know he has to be mad. Bro, like it was even worse because earlier on in that game, I think he had second and third with nobody out. And I got 2 strikeouts and then like a pop-up, and I got out of the inning. So I got lucky. And you know what?
Dude, ask the fucking game. Ask the fucking game, bro.
You got no pack luck. I got Mike Trout out of a free pack.
But the worst thing is, like, I didn't spend 80 like in one purchase. Like I went like 20, and then 40, bro. Like I was like, there's no way if I buy more this time, I don't pull a diamond. And I didn't know you could buy stubs to just go and buy the players, bro. I found that after you text me that, bro, I was like, I'm done. Like I pulled nothing but I didn't even pull any like good golds or anything either. Like just booty cheeks, bro.
Well, you know what? I already know what Josh is going to do this for, so we'll just say it. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, the show.
Yeah, the show. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Just take my money and like fuck me, right? Like what the hell? I was so mad.
All right. I'm going to stop the cap on myself, bro. I got to give Mac Jones a shot.
Yeah, you do.
I was very angry on that street.
It's either that or you believe in Cam.
Well, listen, I refuse to do that because that would make you right, and I would rather be wrong about Jones than wrong about Cam. So I'll stop the cap on myself. I'm gonna give Mac Jones a chance. But with that being said, thank you for everybody for sticking around. Matt, especially you, obviously always in our comments, showing love. But we will thank the sponsors one more time before we head on out of here. So if you're into the betting world, mybookie.ag, USM 100 will double your first deposit up to $1,000, of course. So if you want to bet on something, do it over there. Next up, we have RX Hemp. RX Hemp-USN will save you 10% on your entire order. They got the hot and cold CBD creams. I might need some myself because I'm heading over to the gym after this. I'm going to be a little sore probably at work tomorrow.
What are we hitting today? What are we doing?
I don't even know. I go with my boy, and I basically just do what he says. Because as you can tell, I'm currently not gym material. I'm trying to get there, but and then next up, we have the Teespring store, teespring.com/store/unwrapped. If there's a show on the live lineup you like, there's merch for it. If you like the network, there's merch for us as well. So go check it out. And then finally, the Patreon, $1, you're supporting the team. $5, you get access to our Discord. You get 10% off the store I just told you about. And you get entered in to an Amazon gift card giveaway. And then finally, the $10 tier is everything I just said, except that 10% discount goes to $20, and you get entered in to our signed memorabilia giveaway each month. This month is a Ricky Williams signed miniature helmet. But with that being said, Josh, what you got for everybody before we head on out?
Real quick, we're about to find out if I want to bet or not because I completely forgot.
Okay.
I bet on the Orlando Magic and who are they playing? Whoever they're playing, I bet on the over in the total first quarter. So we're about to check if ESPN will load. Come on.
Do you know what the total was?
Over 52.5 first quarter.
For the first quarter, jeez.
They're playing the Pistons. They both suck defensively. They have no one out there, so I was assuming they were going to get
buckets.
What was it? Hold on.
Wait, what was it?
Hold on. It was over 52.5, and it didn't hit. They hit 47. Pain.
It's a tough life, my man. It really is.
But I was just thinking, I can't remember why I made that bet, but I did. But follow me on Twitter at @Jolin_4. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel and tune in next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, sir. Obviously, this show every Monday, 7 Eastern. Check it out, the YouTube channel. I hope everybody go subscribes over there. Josh and Bad Bets, name a better duo.
Well, we only talk about my L's. I keep my W's in silence.
Look at you. What a guy.
You should see me in the Euro League, bro. See me in that Polish BBL, bro. I'm out here. I'm telling you, bro.
But as for me, Anthony Conner _ on the Twitter, Gen Z Sports for the show. Obviously, this is Monday, 7 Eastern. Tomorrow is, I can't even think. The hard count with me and CJ. We'll talk about all things NFL. We're also still kind of breaking down each division, so make sure you go and check that out. We'll obviously cover a bunch of the draft, probably even more in depth than me and Josh did. And then Thursdays is Backstop Banter with me and Michael, everything in the baseball world. So make sure you go and check that out. What you got, Josh?
Michael on the show with Amber the other day, he was giving his top 3 people he'd won on the show, and he said I was 3B. You know who 3A was?
No.
Some fucking YouTube guy who catches balls with cups. That guy's above me. What the hell, Mike?
Was I even on the list?
Nah.
I'm going to have a talking to with him. I can't wait for Thursday now. But with that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will obviously see you next Monday. It was a pleasure as always. Deuces.